Have you ever thought about starting a poultry farm, but the only thing stopping you is a lack of money? Maybe you already know how profitable poultry farming can be. Maybe you've even got the knowledge and the passion to dive right in, but the capital just isn't there. If that's you, then you are in the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you 2 powerful strategies that can help you kick off your poultry journey with very little money, or even none at all. Yes, it's possible. These are methods I've either used myself or seen others use successfully. Now let me be honest with you. These strategies might not work for everyone, depending on your situation. But I'm confident that at least one of them will match your current condition. So stick around till the end because you just might learn something that changes your life. Let's get into strategy number 1, which I personally believe is perfect for total beginners or people living in rural areas. It's called programmed hatching. It might sound a bit technical at first, but trust me, it's actually quite simple. Here's how it works. You keep a few hens and 1 cock, and you manage their hatching cycles in a smart and organized way so that they all hatch their chicks at the same time. Instead of random hatching, you plan and program your hens to hatch together, which means the chicks are all born at the same time, making it easier for you to raise them, feed them, and vaccinate them as a group. They grow together, and you manage them as one batch. Here's what makes this so powerful. You don't need to buy chicks from anyone. There's no need for transportation. You don't even need an incubator. All you need is 2 hens and a cock. And I'm pretty sure many of you watching can get those easily, maybe even for free. You could buy them cheaply or borrow from a friend, neighbor, or family member. Before I get deeper into how to do this step by step, let me quickly explain why this strategy is really worth your time. It's the cheapest way to start and grow your poultry farm when you're working with almost no money. You can plan your production to match high-demand seasons like holidays or festivals. Since there's no need for an incubator, it's especially perfect for rural areas. Instead of waiting for just 2 or 3 natural hatching cycles in a year, you can get as many as 6 batches of chicks. That means more chickens in less time. You also save money. No transportation costs, no need to buy chicks. And with just 2 hens, you could raise over 300 chickens in a single year. It's a simple idea, but it works. And it's helped a lot of people get started without needing big capital. Sounds interesting, right? Let's get into how you can actually set this up. Now let's go straight into how it actually works. I'll break it down into 4 simple steps so you can follow along easily. Step 1. To begin, you only need 2 hens and 1 cock. These hens can be young ones, known as pullets, or ones that are already laying eggs. Just make sure they are all around the same age, not more than 1 month apart. If you're starting with pullets, allow them to grow until they are about 5 months old. That's when you introduce the cock so he can start fertilizing the eggs. Give them a little time to mix and mate naturally. Once that happens, the hens will begin laying fertile eggs. These are the eggs that can hatch into chicks. Step 2. As the hens start laying, you collect the eggs every day. Use a marker to write the date on each egg so you can keep track of the fresh ones. Then in their nesting area, place boiled eggs as decoys. These boiled eggs help in 2 ways. First, they stop the hens from abandoning the nest. Second, they help to make the hens go broody. That means they will naturally want to sit on the eggs to hatch them. When you notice that both hens have gone broody, meaning they are sitting on the boiled eggs and don't want to leave, that's your chance. At night, quietly place about 12 fresh fertile eggs under each hen. That's it. You're on your way to raising your first chicks. Step 3. After about 7 to 10 days, it's time to do something called candling. This is a simple way to check if the eggs are developing. You do it by shining a small light, like a torch, through the wide end of the egg in a dark place. When you do this, you should see a dark spot in the middle, which is the embryo. Around it, you'll see red lines spreading out. These are blood vessels. The rest of the egg might look a little cloudy or darker. But if an egg is infertile, it will look clear when you shine the light through it. There won't be any red lines or dark spots. You may only see the yolk floating around. These eggs won't hatch, and it's best to remove them because if they stay too long, they can rot or even burst. Just remember a couple of things here. Be very gentle when handling the eggs. Shaking or sudden movement can hurt the developing chicks. Also, don't check them too often. Once or twice during the whole process is enough. After 21 days, the eggs will hatch. Now here's a clever trick. At night, when the chicks are freshly hatched, move them away from the hens before the hens leave the nest. Put the chicks in a small brooder. This can be a box or space with a light bulb or charcoal to keep them warm. Then leave your 2 hens alone again with the cock. In about 2 weeks, they'll start laying eggs again, and the cycle continues. Step 4. Repeat the same process. Each time, your 2 hens can hatch about 20 chicks. If you do this right, you can repeat the cycle up to 6 times in 1 year. That means 120 chicks from just 2 hens in 12 months. Now here's where it gets really exciting. Let's say you begin in January. By the time August comes, your first batch of 20 chicks will be fully grown. If 10 of them are females, and each one also produces 10 chicks, that's 100 more chicks added to your flock. When you add those to the 120 you already had from the original hens, you're looking at over 200 chickens, all within the first year. And the best part? You didn't need to spend much money at all. With smart planning and good care, your poultry farm can grow to over 300 chickens before you even hit your first anniversary. But let's be real for a moment. Every good strategy has its challenges, and programmed hatching is no different. But here's the good news. If money can't do the work for you, then your brain must step in. Let's go through some of the common problems beginners face and how you can handle them smartly. The first challenge is that not all eggs will hatch. Sometimes, out of the 12 eggs you give a hen, maybe only 6 or 7 hatch. That can feel disappointing. But here's what you can do. Use candling around day 7 to day 10 to check which eggs are fertile. Remove any that are empty or not developing. Also, make sure your cock is active and healthy and that your hens are eating well so they lay strong and fertile eggs. If your hens are small in size, don't overload them with eggs. Give each hen only the number of eggs she can comfortably cover. The second challenge is chicks dying after hatching. This one really hurts. You wait 21 days, the chicks hatch, and then a few days later, some of them die. That's painful. The solution here is to keep the chicks in a warm, dry, and clean brooder. Use a small bulb or charcoal for heat. Feed them good chick mash and always give them clean water. At this stage, hygiene is everything. Dirty surroundings can cause sickness and death very fast, so stay on top of that. The third challenge is when your hens don't go broody. Some hens just won't sit on eggs, even when it's the right time. It can be frustrating. One trick that works well is to place boiled eggs in their nests. This helps encourage the hens to start brooding. Also, don't disturb them too much. Make sure their nesting area is quiet and dark so they feel safe and calm. If a hen still refuses to brood after all that, it might be best to replace her with one that will. Now, the fourth challenge is a big one: lack of patience. This is serious. Some people give up too quickly because they want fast results. But you have to understand something important. You're building your farm with time, not money. That's the trade-off. So be patient. Stay consistent. This strategy might feel slow at first, but it works. And when it starts working, it grows faster than you expect. Think about where you'll be in 1 year, not just in 1 week. If you live in a place where your chickens can move around freely during the day and find some of their own food, if you have just a small house or shelter for them to sleep at night, then this strategy can work really well for you. But if, for any reason, this approach doesn't fit your situation, maybe you live in town, don't have enough space, or your hens refuse to brood, then don't worry. There's another strategy coming up next that might be the perfect fit for you. Here's another smart way to start your poultry farm with little money. It's called Start Small and Grow Big. What does this mean? It simply means using whatever small amount of money you have, maybe from your savings, a small side hustle, or even a little help from a friend, and starting with just a few birds. Even if you can only afford 20 or 50 chicks, that's perfectly fine. What matters is not how big you start, but that you start at all. So how do you do it step by step? First, look at how much money you have. Let's say you have around $50 to $100. Don't try to do too much or impress anyone. Just buy the number of day-old chicks that your money can cover. But don't forget, you also need to set aside money for things like chick feed, vaccination, a source of heat for the chicks, and clean containers for food and water. Even if it's a small start, plan it wisely. Next, set up a simple brooder. You don't need anything expensive or complicated. You can use a big cardboard box, an old drawer, or a wooden cage. Use a small bulb or charcoal to keep the chicks warm and make sure the space is clean and dry. As your chicks grow, feed them well and keep their space clean. When they are grown enough, you can sell them, or if they are layers, start selling their eggs for income. Now here's the key part. Don't touch the profit. Yes, that's right. Even if you start seeing money coming in, leave it alone. Reinvest it back into your poultry farm. Buy more chicks, improve their house, get better feed, and grow your flock. Think of it like money you'd spend on things like airtime or snacks. You don't count that money later, right? So do the same here. Forget the profit for now and let it work for you. Anytime you get some extra money, maybe from your job, a side gig, or even as a gift, put some of it into your farm. Keep doing this patiently and you'll start seeing progress. You'll move from 20 birds to 50, then from 50 to 100. And before you know it, you could have 500 birds or more. It's not magic, it's just discipline and consistency. Let me be honest with you. When I first wanted to start poultry farming, I was just like many of you. I had a big dream, to begin with 500 layers and make good profit. But the money just wasn't there, so I started small. I even started this YouTube channel, not because I wanted to teach anyone. At first, I just used it to store my videos and track my own progress, like a personal cloud storage. Later, I found out that I could actually make money from YouTube. To be honest, I didn't believe it at first, just like maybe you don't right now. But it's real. YouTube has helped me a lot and still does. Yes, YouTube can also be a business. It's not just a place to watch videos, it can be a place to earn income. I know people who make millions of dollars every month just by uploading simple videos. And most of them started with nothing, just like you and me. That's why I'm telling you this. Not many YouTubers will tell their viewers this truth, but I want you to know, if you're interested in learning how to make money on YouTube, then join my Telegram channel. The link is in the description below and I'll help you where I can. So, remember this. Don't wait until you have everything. Start with what you have. Start small, grow big, and if you stay consistent and patient, you'll see results. Doors you never expected will begin to open. Using your brain when you don't have money, that's called wisdom. So don't sit there waiting for capital to fall from the sky. Pick one of the 2 strategies I've shared in this video and take action. Be ready to learn and grow. And trust me, you'll go far. If this video was helpful, please give it a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Share it with anyone who wants to start poultry farming. Got questions? Drop them in the comments. I try to reply to as many as I can. If you want to learn how to make money on YouTube, now's a great time to check the description below and join my Telegram channel using the link. If that's not your thing, no worries. Go ahead and watch the video on your screen to learn about 10 beginner-friendly chicken breeds you can start with. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.